Yelling and getting upset is beneath your office. You should calm down.
You're welcome to answer him. How about
Well, then let me answer, sir.
Okay.
Let me answer, because I'm enjoying this. I think that you have
You're at a committee about policing.
Don't get upset. Calm down. Calm down. You're yelling. Calm down.
I appreciate your passion. Are you suggesting that you're certain that none of us have non-white children? Because you reflected on your black son and you said none of us could understand.
Matt, stop. I'm not about to get sidetracked about the color of our children. We're talking about black kids. I reclaim my time. I already know that there are people on the other side that have black grandchildren. It is not about the color of your kids. It is about black males, black people in the streets that are getting killed. And if one of them happens to be your kid, I'm concerned about him too. And clearly I'm more concerned about him than you are. So let's be clear about that.
You're claiming you're more concerned for my family than I do? Who in the hell do you think you are?
Gentlemen, if the shoe fits.
You don't know how much we care about our families.
Kick, dog, holler.
You should take those words down. I know you care about your family and love your family.
The gentleman will suspend.
So you're saying lesbian women are also capable of being into men?
That is not what I said. I said bisexual.
Yeah, but my question is about lesbian, same-sex couples, right? Because I care about this issue deeply. What's more likely? A lesbian woman having an unwanted pregnancy as the consequence of a sexual assault, or a gay couple adopting in America?
These are both laudable goals.
No, I didn't ask. Well, I know they are. Which is more likely?
I think that's impossible to know.
Is there any data you're able to reference that it would be more likely for a lesbian woman to have an unwanted pregnancy as a consequence of rape than the formation of a family through a same-sex couple adopting?
It may not be more likely, but it's an important interest. What I would be concerned about is forcing women to carry a pregnancy simply to satisfy another couple's desire to have a child.
Can I finish my answer?
No, it's actually my time, but you will be able to.
Well, I thought you raised a question.
So the next question
Can I
relates
answer
to Mr.
the
Scarborough's
question?
second comment. He says, whereas the Reverend...
I would have said that I would not want to have that sign.
Witness and not just have him continue to...
Well, then you shouldn't ask me a question if you don't want an answer.
I want to know if you said them. You can say yes or no. You said
No, I cannot answer, Mr. Chairman, on yes or no when he's asking me whether or not...
The witness is obviously disrupting the committee.
The witness, first of all, this has nothing to do with policing. Since he wants to make the subject Joe Scarborough and I, then let me answer it. It had nothing to, last I know, Joe Scarborough nor I are members of the police department or have anything to do with excessive force. But I'm loving to engage this if he lets me finish. I believe that you can deal with the decorum of the Congress, but you cannot disrespect a witness. You cannot ask a question and tell the witness he can't answer the question.
Permitted to answer a question.
You're welcome to answer him. How about
well, then let me answer, sir. Let me answer, because I'm enjoying this. I think that you have...
You're at a committee about policing.
Don't get upset. Calm down. Calm down. You're yelling. Calm down. I think that I'm trying to answer your last question.
See, I don't buy the theory that you don't know how to do this. I think you're actually a highly competent dude. But the reality is, your plan is to bring these people in and to send the message to the smugglers and the criminals that they will never have to leave. You have no plan to remove them. You don't know how many ICE agents it would take, and you don't know how much money it would take, because you actually don't want to remove them. That's why you issued the September 30th guidance that says, well, you know, if you haven't committed a crime and you just came to our country illegally, we're not going to remove you. And are you concerned that while you testify publicly to our committee that the department doesn't embrace critical race theory, you have hired someone who is precisely a critical race theorist?
This is the first I've ever heard Mr. Garrison be described as a critical race theorist. So this is new. And I'm sure that he would... Did you review his
tweets before you hired him, personally?
Pardon me?
Did you review his tweets before you hired him?
I did not personally review his tweets.
I would just ask that maybe that be helpful. Is there anything you can share in just these final seconds regarding any advice he's given you?
Let me just share one other thing that you brought up, Congressman, about the input that comes to me. You know, I trust my leadership from top to bottom that they will give me fair and balanced and unvarnished input. And for you to say that people are telling me what they want to what I want to hear, I get it, but I'm smart enough to know
that does happen.
Yeah. You know, maybe they're telling you what you want to hear.
Well, I don't know that they even know what I want to hear.
So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend? And I personally find it offensive that we are accusing the United States military, our general officers, our commissioned, non-commissioned officers, of being, quote, woke or something else because we're studying some theories that are out there. That was started at Harvard Law School years ago, and it proposed that there were laws in the United States, antebellum laws prior to the Civil War, that led to a power differential with African Americans that were 3/4 of a human being when this country was formed. And then we had a Civil War and Emancipation Proclamation to change it. And we brought it up to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. It took another 100 years to change that. So look it, I do want to know. And I respect your service, and you and I are both Green Berets. But I want to know. And it matters to our military and the discipline and cohesion of this military.